They've done great. They've done great. We got Culture Casino out there. We got Sporking News Podcast. We got author Stephen Walton. We've got Lorena Creel. We've got Vigilante Williamson. We got Jake D. I'm forgetting someone. Oh my God. I'll remember it later. Brain fart. But he says Kathleen Kennedy will never be fired.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. We are already got our story up and live. I've got our friend Mad here is eating as fast as he possibly can.
I thought it was a longer intro. We're good. I got a solid bite in.
I could have kept it running, but I was like, nah, let's catch him in mid-bite, mid-chew. Anyway,
what is this, revenge?
It is kind of. Do you realize what you put me through in the last hour?
Dude, that movie was amazing.
If you didn't catch Street Smarts today, the part 2 of, I don't even remember what the title of the film was.
Fateful Findings.
It was terrible.
It was a Neil Bren joint.
It was a terrible joint. I feel like, yeah, it was awful. It was
he has like 2 more we're going to do?
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, wow. I'm using the wrong icon. Why am I using your icon?
I don't know. I was going to ask you about that earlier.
Heck, man. Let's fix this. There we go. There we go. I feel better now. Do you feel better now?
Yes, of course.
All right. We've got some ridiculousness, as always, to talk about today. A little bit of the, I don't know, what do you call it? I don't know. It's some kind of a breakdown. We're going to break things down, right? I feel like breaking lots of things down. But we have people to say hi to on our way throughout. And, of course, we've already tipped the story we're going to talk about first. We've got our friend Keith Howard in the chat, Lord Runner, Kaylee, who supports everybody. Thank you, Kaylee. You're awesome. Montana saying lame. Thanks. I appreciate that support. Keely Chow is in the house. Brightest day. The Islington girl. Release that McCracken. Unfortunately, I was spilling Eluvria in Makara's fruity umbrella drink. I apologize. It's Wednesday. So we have a little dance party going on. Our producer, Kip Ellis, made an amazing and miraculous recovery from being mauled. Just Street Smart. Holy cow. Today was it's off the hook, guys. It was one of the best shows.
His budget, his like costume and graphics, like a CG budget.
I know where my paycheck's going, and it's not to me. Yeah. Oh, my God. Literally, don't take me seriously when I insult you guys. No. I know Montana. Don't worry. No worries.
Serious every time.
Monkey Jeebus is in the house. What's going on, Monkey Jeebus? We've got, dance party for sure. Nah, you're awesome, Culture. No, you are awesome. Love. Riff Magus, what's up, Riff? Good to see you, buddy. For $5 Australian says, hail, Culture Casino. Just sharing some love before going out to enjoy this perfect day. I hope you get a chance to enjoy a perfect day outside there. I think it's kind of hard to do In Australia, it seems like it's going to be harder to do in parts of the United States here shortly.
Well, no, but like in Australia, it's harder because everything wants to kill you.
And it's also true. That's also true. E. Clay Thomason is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. You came for Mad. Don't tell his girlfriend. Don't tell his girlfriend. Angry Vader is here. What's up, Dylan? Why are there two Mads? Whoa.
No, not why. Whoa, there are two. That is a statement of joy. Like, yay, there's two of me or two of him, thus being me.
No. Dave Myers is here. I only drink on days that Culture is on YouTube, which is every day.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for being a member. Muted Bamhammer says, Oyos, all my boyos. I love that. Do you know how to say that?
Que pasa, mi amigos?
Okay. Bologna sausage bulletin. Kind of, yeah. Bro, Disney's in the house. Howdy, y'all. It's pouring right now. That's nice. At least it's raining in Florida. The amazing Larry says, hey, LCC and other guy. That's right. You guys are so good. Howdy, Casino Mads and chat. Hail to you.
That's a cool looking Predator.
I know, dude. Soul Assassin for sure. We're about to talk about some Predator too. Yep. They want us to wear masks again. Yes, they do. No boomer. Not so far today. Today I've been boomer free. Oh, hey, look, it's the theme park casual saying, hey kids, helping me get through the day. Well, I hope your day is going well. In fact, I want everybody's day to go well. I think that's lovely. Larry's renewed himself as a member of the channel. Thank you for that, Larry. Or actually, Gold Club. My goodness, my friend. I got to make sure that you are properly represented in the credits here in the very near future. Hopefully I can get to that tonight, although I'm going to be on the dump after this, along with this guy. It's going to be a lot of fun. Scott's got a plan tonight, guys. It should be a lot of fun.
Does he?
Okay. Scott pretends like there's a plan.
Hey, Wookie.
And it becomes what it is. Wooks, what's up, Wookie?
Oh, I like that icon too, man. The icon game is strong in this chat. I know.
Avatar game is way.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah.
I read that new Predator movie will be PG-13. Is that true? It's going to suck if so.
We're about to talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to get there. Thank you very much for that, Trinoculus P. Renewal. Okay, just making sure, my friend. And thank you for your support. In fact, all of you that are members of the channel, you mean the world to me. You guys have no idea. It makes it so that I can get new gadgets that make Mad very jealous.
That's you know why that's not. All right, listen. No, this is what happened. I was telling Culture because my birthday's next month, right? And I was like, oh yeah, this is what I may get for my birthday, even though I know exactly because I'm sending her the links, right? And so I tell him what I'm getting. It's this, beat pad thing, blah blah blah. And then he's like, oh wow, look at this one. It's like, I don't know, 8 times the price of what I was looking at. He's like, I'm gonna go back to the store and pick this up. Like, oh, all right.
It was pretty cool though. You have to admit.
Yeah, it is cool.
I showed you a cool thing. So, I'm not gonna go buy it. I had that 20 minutes of going, I feel like I need this thing.
I don't think I would get it, but I don't think there's no way she would let me put that much money into something I don't know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never used it before.
Yeah. We're talking about a beat pad, guys, for making our own music and sounds and stuff. And
I want to be a DJ on the side now.
That is not what you want to do. You want to make your own music so you don't get copyright claimed every stream.
Look, hey, it's worked so far, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no, Larry, you have one of the best avatars. It makes me happy when I see it because I can see. I know who everybody is here. It's fantastic. You got Tina's. Tina's is one that I spot every time. I love all of hers. They're very creative. I love the Cubs gear that she is such a super fan of.
Tina was the one that informed me about all the other movies that Neil Bryn made. So you can thank her for making sure.
You do realize that I'm really suffering in the stream. That's not an act, at least not with that film anyway. Oh my god,
it's so good though. Everybody else enjoyed it.
Hey, it's Wes Moody of the Wes Moody Webcast, my buddy. I wish I could have made it last night. The Midnight's Edge After Dark stream went for 4+ hours. I had no idea it was going to be that long. So I missed trekking on Tuesday in real time. I guess Odyssey crashed or wasn't available or was undergoing maintenance or something. I guess they're having a lot of traffic, so they're having a lot of downtime over there. So just keep that in mind. Howdy, says Keck44. Wow, everybody's here. Sorry, CC. No, it's fine, love. It's fine. Let's see. Brightest day. Using my face equals 0 effort. It's good to see all of you people. Oh, yeah, I know, Monkey Jeebus. It's been incredible.
No, I think you're using the word garbage wrong.
I would have canceled TOT for me too. No, I wasn't canceling. I couldn't get off. I was on there forever. It was terrible. Stop it. You were a filthy minded guy.
I didn't say anything. I giggled at what Wes said.
DJ Pyro is going to be Mad's name.
That's a really good DJ name.
Yeah.
DJ Pyro it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Soul Assassin. It's done.
Yeah. They're having maintenance. There are all kinds of Yeah, but it's back up and running today, and Wes and I will be doing the news stream. There. So
sorry, that one cracked me up.
It is. It's Chew Bach.
That's funny.
Get it?
Yeah, that's good.
Using your face is really the best way for Avatar. Well, I have a crazy face, so and my hair is nuts today. I don't know what happened. I went out in the world and was beaten down by the weather. So it's been that day. Well, let's do that. Yeah, I knew this was coming. I know something that's getting clipped. You guys. Anyway. All right. Well, look, I want to talk about this. I'm gonna let this guy lead the charge today. I'm going to let him be, as he is, the featured guest host or the featured host of this particular program. So we are off to the races. Are you ready, my friend?
Oh, if I'm the featured host every week, doesn't that just make me the host?
Yeah, except that you're on my channel.
Oh, okay. Solid point.
Read.
Exclusive new Predator movie title, plot, blah, 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 blah. It sounds like there won't be any choppas to get in. Just a side note here, Jeff Sneeder, whatever, doesn't matter. Like, I get it. You want to be funny. You think you're being funny. You're not being funny. Just give us the details. Anyways, and a new interview with Collider timed to this. Is that a thing? Collider timed? This is why I shouldn't read, because I get distracted by their. Anyway, Collider timed to this week's release of Disney's Jungle Cruise. Producer John Davis and John Fox, a lot of Johns, revealed that a lot of white people, a lot of white men in charge of this one, I guess, that Dan Trachtenberg upcoming Predator movie will be titled Skull. Will be an origin story about the Predator's first journey to this planet, and it's almost done filming. Okay. That's all I can read until Culture wants to come back.
Oh, dude, I'm right here. I'm sorry. The problem is I was trying to scroll the ScreenYard screen.
Really? The film will boast a female hero, quote, which I always think is interesting, said Davis, who I guess gave that voice to. Wow. He revealed what Skull has in common with the first film starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It goes back to what made the original Predator movie work. It's the ingenuity of a human being who won't give up, who's able to observe and interpret, basically being able to beat a stronger, more powerful, well-armed force, he explained. A couple things. Is it odd to anyone else that you have 3 men and the movie that they're coming up with is about a whatever?
Keep going.
All right. It actually has more kin to The Revenant than it does any film in the Predator canon.
So it's not a Predator film.
You'll know what I mean. Like, do they use natural lighting? You'll know what I mean once you see it, promised Fox. Though Davis declined to reveal the specific time period because they don't. You can use your imagination. It is early. Wait, no. We don't use our imagination. You tell us what time period you're putting them. Both producers were pumped about the script by Patrick Aison, another male, But Davis reserved special praise for the film's brilliant director, Trachtenberg. I'm not learning his name.
It's Trachtenberg.
Well, until I see one of his movies that impresses me, I'm not learning his name.
Okay.
Watching dailies, you just understand how his vision is completely unique. He got his own language, and it's fresh and it's cool and it's interesting. Can we bring him up? What has he ever done?
I don't know. I'll look him up. You keep reading.
All right. It's still quoting here. As far as the tone for the film goes, Davis said it. It all depends. Wow, David said it. Quote, it all depends on how you end up cutting it, right? It was conceived as an R-rated movie, which is the only way to make a Predator movie to begin with. It could easily end up PG-13. I guess I'm going to find out what it has to be or what it is when it's all cut together. Cool. It's unclear when we'll get our first look at any images or footage from Skull, as a release date has yet to be determined. But Davis said that Trachtenberg, we said the same thing, is, quote, probably 3/4 of the way through production. A surprise, given how little is currently known about the film, including its cast. Here is the interesting thing. We started conceiving this movie while we were shooting the last Predator movie, which, by the way, I love Shane Black. I'm a huge Shane Black fan, and I think they had too much interference. Like Shane Black could have done better than that if he was left to his own creation. Anyway, Dan came to me with a writer and idea while we were shooting the movie. Emma Watts was really instrumental here. What? She said, you know what? Let's go put this in development now, and let's push on this now. Let's go for this now. Hey, I'm English. We couldn't be shooting. This is why you shouldn't let me read. We couldn't be shooting one movie and prepping another, especially when one was the current day into the franchise and the other was the period beginning of the franchise. Why couldn't you? So it was always done with a lot of secrecy. It just continued to be something that's going to be out there to surprise you. By the way, I don't like the idea of having to blame Emma Watts. Oh, Emma Watts? Never mind. I was thinking Emily Blunt. I don't know who Emma Watts is. Who's Emma Watts?
Don't care.
All right. Davis was wise enough to acknowledge how perfect the original Predator movie is. As he even said, it's going to be, I believe, the second best or the first, or maybe equal to the first one, right? No, wrong. I feel like the first one was a wonderful, interesting movie, and I know what worked about it. I don't think you do. Because, again, this is the guy that worked in the last Predator movie, but he's going to tell us what worked for the first one. I feel like we kind of never got back there again. We ended up in different places. I think it is a worthy compliment to the first one. I doubt it. It's going to be as good. It is not. How can you say it's going to be as good, or that it's going to be on par, or that it's going to be?
You don't. These are not the things you should be saying about the film.
Especially.
We are trying to equal the first film. We have a pretty aggressive story. We are going in a few different directions, but we're going to give you an origin that maybe you are unfamiliar with, and essentially humanity's first encounter with this species. I mean, that's how I would be talking about the film as the director, right?
Well, this isn't the director. This is one of the producers. Like what?
Same thing.
Well, what he shouldn't do though is start with like, I don't know if it's going to be rated R or PG-13, whatever cut, like the director has a lot to, he's like 2/3 of the way in, I guess. Like you sound like you don't know really anything that's happening on set or like what's being filmed, but yet you're going to go ahead and proclaim that it's going to be as good, if not better than the first one. Cool. By the way, Predator 2, I like better than the first one. Those are fighting words indeed, but I'm inclined to give this dude, no, it's so fake, but I'm inclined to give this latest Predator project the benefit of the doubt with Trachtenberg. Oh, see, I thought I got it that time at the helm, having been impressed by his directorial debut, 10 Cloverfield Lane. All right, well, hold on. I'll get back to that. There may not be any choppas to get in this period film, but if it's even half as intense as The Revenant, we could very well be in for a big surprise in 2022. A couple of things. I actually did enjoy 10 Cloverfield Lane. I haven't gone back to watch it in a while. However, I thought the ending was they really dropped the ball And holy crap, do you want to talk about that? I think that was made the first time I really like noticed Mary Sue being Mary Sue, because like she could not fail when she went up against the aliens. I guess I'm the only one that really remembers that
there's
one.
Dan Trachtenberg.
Okay, cool. He looks like he's 12. Go on.
Well, he's did 10 Cloverfield Lane, obviously an episode of The Boys, in Black Mirror. He's done nothing.
Yeah, but he's gonna top the Predator.
Yeah, he's got 8 total credits. Predator, which is filming, The Lost Symbol, 1 episode, which is in post-production, 1 episode of The Boys, 1 episode of Black Mirror, and 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Why hasn't he done anything since, like, other than these 1 episodes here, since 10 Cloverfield Lane? That's weird, right?
I don't know. It looks like he's writing Portal.
Sure. Is that based on that video game?
I have no idea. But it's like he's got this bunch of weird credits. It's odd. This is a very odd choice to put in somebody that in charge of a big franchise like this.
Well, they've been doing this a lot, though.
I know, because they're dumb. I don't know. I mean, Wes Moody sends us a super chat for $2. It looks like plane, building. The thing that you're allergic to, fire, and then an O face. Plane, building, fire, O face. I don't know.
Oh, I think this may be one of his topics that he likes to talk about.
Oh, I know it is. That's.
Oh, sorry.
I know exactly what it is. You think this is a plus, Clay Thomas? And we've just gone down his resume. I'm willing to take your input here. Just like Matt said, he liked 10 Cloverfield, but I didn't think it was anything spectacular.
I really enjoyed it. I've been meaning to go back and watch it. I may do it now. Like I thought it was really well done up until like, I don't want to, spoil the ending or anything, but like, I think I already said aliens, but like, yeah, she just couldn't lose, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
But, yeah, just the, like it doesn't put confidence. It doesn't give me confidence when someone says it's going to be on par with the first, maybe even better. No, I don't think you know what you're talking about. Like what? And he's like, I know what made the first one work. Well, then why haven't you done it since? If you know why the first one worked so well, why have you not done it yet? Like,
well, and we already know how insane. I mean, let's be honest, how insane
that would be crazy.
They are with this, right? What they are trying to do with this, have it be a native person, female. Again, it's female driven.
Yeah. And I think that, like, I think they know, like, I don't think they have as much confidence in what that guy said, because it is a Hulu movie, by the way. Like,
okay, so this is a good point. The Islington girl brings up female protagonist isn't a problem out of the gate if it's an actual female character that's well written. It won't be. You are 100% right, because we have seen well-written females. There's a whole host of them. By the way, you're going to get to see one in the film Protégé, which is coming out in just a few weeks. You'll be very excited to see that. That has Maggie Q, Michael Keaton, and Samuel L. Jackson in it. It's going to be an incredible film. Watch the preview. It's available, or preview, excuse me, the trailer. Trailer is very, very good. Very, very good indeed.
Well, I don't trust them with anything at this point in time. You know what I mean? Like they've given us so many. I don't trust them with a female or a male protagonist. To be honest with you, I certainly don't trust them with any properties that I actually enjoy.
Yeah, I don't know. It drives me nuts. I mean, there's a lot to do here. And E. Clay Thomason is right. Don't let Mad do any audible readings. 100%. Predators were probably hunting our primate ancestors too. I agree with that. Let's see, what else do we got? The Predator is fine if you frame it as a comedy. Well, yeah, if it's PG-13, I think it'll be funny.
Oh, no, I think
they want it to be.
I think Fred's talking about the last one, the last one they came out with, and I agree. Yeah, if you go in and look at it as a comedy, yeah, it's not. I didn't think it was that bad.
What's up, Parrothead?
Hey, Parrothead.
I'm just surprised he's literate. Good for Goblin Boy. Yeah, I like to demonstrate that he does have some intellect on my show.
I've been meaning to prove that I can read.
Wait, well, it's not a theatrical release, so on that alone, it's not as good as Predator.
I don't think that's necessarily a defining, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's been quite a few movies that were not able to release at a.
The Yauta are an advanced species. Yes. Thank you for the box of popcorn, Darius. Appreciate that. He's a new guy. They can manipulate him 100%. Scapegoat. Yeah. Absolutely. Portal. Yeah, it is based off the game. Yeah, I know, Carries. Look, there's a lot of stuff coming down the pipe that's going to get wrecked. Must they keep beating this franchise to death? Can't we just leave one of these dead franchises in the damn grave? Saint Ravage, I agree with you there. It would be nice if they would try to create something new that was of quality. But again, I mean, Hollywood is risk averse. I mean, if their business model, they don't like it. They don't like risk. They're terrified of risk. There was only a handful of innovators that do. I mean, look at the people who become famous and revered. James Cameron, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, right? And that's just that one section of people, right? But you have these different generations of the people who are truly innovators, the people who they look up to or think highly of because they had a great idea. They had an incredible execution of it. Somehow, some way, the film came off to be just enormous. And that's what you end up with, right? I mean, don't you agree or no?
So I think that like now there. I mean, I don't know how much more innovation that there can be. Like there's just so many different techniques, and I think a lot of directors now fall into doing the same techniques. Oh my God, you cannot use enough Dutch angles in movies. Like they're all over the place for some of these, but or right now, like what's the big thing? The one shot to make it look like one continuous take, right? That's like the big thing that's happening. But I think also that there's a lack, like with Star Wars, the Disney thing. There's everything's so easy. They have so much money, so many resources that there's nothing that is fueling or is creating a need for innovation because it's all so readily available. And since it's all so easy and so let us know what you want and you got it, then creativity is lost. And I think that was a big problem with the sequels. Like even with George Lucas when he did the prequels, yeah, he had plenty of money but he was so innovative with what he wanted to do with the CGI and the special effects. That in of itself was what fueled that innovation, was using that. But
yeah, well,
and I think that's a lost thing that we have now.
No, but there's still room for innovation. There's still room for innovative storytelling. There's still room for creativity. There's still room for all of those things. I mean, but here's the thing. Do you see another E.T. coming out of the current generation of filmmakers? Do you see another Jaws? Do you see another Star Wars? How about a Matrix? How about Pulp Fiction? How about El Mariachi? Really?
Yeah. S. Craig Zoller is doing very, very unique and just fantastic work with his 3 movies, along with Benny Loves You, is hilarious. And they had such a small budget. Like you'll see Benny running, but like they didn't have enough. Like their budget for the CGI stuff is so low. Like he's not even touching the ground, but you let it go because he's adorable, and two, you get that
I hear you.
it was a movie made on the cheap. Yeah, these movies are out there. Paper Tiger was good as well, and it didn't have a budget like a lot of these.
That's probably true, but Mutant Bamhammer probably hits the nail on the head here. They put this guy in charge of Predator as a yes man. Producers say jump, and the only question is this tool is going to have is how high, and that's probably true. That's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, E. Clay Thomason. At one time, Lucas and Spielberg were nobodies, right? But then they did the big thing. I don't think this is going to be the big thing. Like I said, we'll see. We will absolutely see. Wes Moody sent us a super sticker along the way. It was one of those big, crazy smiley faces. Thank you for that, Wes.
No, by the way, this new Predator isn't going to be, because look who's talking about it. It's not the director and the writer and the people that are actually crafting the movie. It's some executive producer who's really not even there, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be better than the first." What do you know?
Wookie has a strong point here. Why can't we all just be good little sheep? You all gotta be Yahtzees. Yeah, sorry about that, Wook.
Sorry, Wook.
Yeah. I would say everybody go check out Wook's videos and see if he's being a little facetious here. It's a Hulu movie, dude. Keep your pants on. LOL. It wasn't gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't know if it's like partially, with the past year and a half to blame, or because someone's like, yeah, this isn't going to do anything.
You don't like the whack hat?
It looks like it's the first time you've ever worn a hat.
Me?
Yeah. And I know that's not true because I know you got baseball in your blood.
I know. I wear hats all the time.
No, you got a good bend on it.
Yeah. No, I'm just wearing it high because I have lights in here. Otherwise, it's just big shade. So, but my hair is bugging me, guys. Women can be very deadly and fast. Speed is an asset in comment. 100% true. Again, it's not about male, female. It's not about any of this stuff. It's about, can they do it? Is it believable? Will it be of quality? Is the story going to be good? Again, I point you towards Protege. I mean, there's 1,000 movies I can point you towards where it's driven by females who are freaking awesome.
Can you name any in the past, 5 years or so?
I'd have to go through a list of the last 5 years films and point out.
Yeah. Good. I think that's been a real lack.
Yeah.
I thought that Ready or Not was fantastic. And that was that Australian chick. I forgot her name. And she even had a great one on Netflix, The Babysitter. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, okay, yes, so true. But there's an excellent streaming show that's on I want to say Amazon, but I'm probably wrong. It's The Marvelous Miss Maisel. That's great. It talks about a strong female, but not obviously a ass kicking female.
I think that is Amazon.
Yeah, very, very good program, right? You had a very strong character in Halt and Catch Fire. That was on AMC. That was where the really bad female Terminator came from in the Dark Fate. I forget her name. She was really good in that Halt and Catch Fire. I mean, you have these females that are of quality. They're just not given anything to deliver it. They should let Harvey Korman be Predator. Okay. Yeah, Corman. That's what I figured. Yeah.
By the way, you've been trying to get me to watch Deep Cover. I remember watching Deep Cover when I was a kid. I tried watching it today. Yeah. It does not hold up, brother.
It does too.
No, it doesn't.
It's so great, guys. This is Jeff Goldblum.
Him and Lawrence Fishburne were excellent in it. It's just everyone else around him is such a character. Like
so good.
It's bad, bro.
So good.
It's bad.
Yeah, not the new Matrix, and not the whatever it was. The only two Matrix films that are of value is the first film and the Animatrix. Those are the two that you should watch. Guy Ritchie is also an incredible director. Dylan, you're right.
Big fan of Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, and Matt Vaughn. Okay, there's another one. Yep.
Yeah,
Matt
The Kingsman.
Vaughn. Yeah. That's going to be incredible because they're going to go back to the beginning of The Kingsman.
Is Matt Vaughn going to be doing this one as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty
Guy Ritchie, by the way, his movie Wrath of Man, or is that correct? Wrath of Man?
Yeah, it was supposed to be excellent. I haven't seen it yet.
I've seen it. It was the least Guy Ritchie film I've seen in a while, if that makes sense.
But was it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Don't care then. It's one of those things. I mean, those are the kinds of things that I love, right? Is good films. I want good films, good stories, good writing, good characters, good. Just give me something good. That's what
I was going to say. I think we all want that, but clearly not.
No, man, and that's the mantra of everybody here, guys. Don't you want a good Ghostbusters film? Ghostbusters Afterlife. Don't you want it to be good?
Yes, without women.
It's going to be women.
Sorry.
Why would you do that?
I was kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen the new trailer, by the way. I've been meaning to.
God, dude, spend 3 minutes to watch it, dude. It's totally worth it. Mutant Bamhammer says, as George Lucas said, special effects should only serve the story. What we need in movies, probably indie since Hollywood isn't, is good storytelling. The special effects wear thin. Very, very true. Yeah, when Oscar film and director are foreign, that tells you something. Yes, we stopped with that a long time ago. Yep, and nostalgia factor is already falling off a cliff.
Yeah, for Predators.
Look at the incredibly poor performance of a lot of these, like, also ran films, including like the incredibly late Black Widow. Black Widow was just awful. Space Jam, car crash. Snake Eyes.
Florence Pugh.
You can like Florence Pugh. The film was awful, and it wasn't well received, and it did not perform financially. Disney is about to find out what it looks like to have 3 consecutive Marvel films suck rocks.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe 4 if Spider-Man is not well received.
Boy, it really makes you nervous with their current record, with the streak they're on right now between the Disney Plus shows and Black Widow. And we can just go ahead and say the Eternals is just hot garbage before it ever gets here. I think that. It's
going to be a problem. It's going to be. We encouraged and helped, but we didn't ever interfere until now. Fuck you. Anyway, I saw someone wearing a new Space Jam T-shirt today. New Space Jam, nice. New Legacy, or the original Space Jam? Because I actually saw some old Space Jam stuff.
I think he means the new one, and I'm sure it's being worn ironically.
Yeah. There is no motivation for innovation, but there should be motivation to tell a good story. I'm sorry, there should. If somebody said, "Here's $100 million to make a movie," I would make a ridiculous movie. Mm-hmm. You've no idea. Right now in my head, although there's no way I could afford the special effects for $100 million. I have a movie series in my head from a book property that would be pretty inexpensive to acquire, that would go for 12, possibly 15 films. That's how awesome this could be. And it would make. It'd be historical. It would be the Harry Potter. It would be the Marvel. It would be the James Bond it would be with that strength and power. So it's very cool.
I love how you didn't even bother reading the whole, but Mads has a point. We'll skip over that part.
Whatever. This now is a Hulu movie because the last movie bombed hard at the box office. Well,
yeah, I think so.
And I'll guess it's direct to streaming because someone wants to cash in on this franchise but can't on the big screen. I think that's probably true.
So now that they're owned by Disney, though, like the Predator, the last one, the Shane Black one, that wasn't done under Disney, right? That was still done under Fox proper, correct?
Say again.
So this one's being done under Disney's watch.
Okay.
the one before that just came out, the Shane Black one, the last one, that was done under Fox proper. Like that was done before the yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the same path of garbage plasticness. But here's the thing. And Monkey Jeebus, again, I mean, the last two were lacking because of the pandemic. Black Widow was done and ready to go and be released on time in May of last year. There were more theaters open than had been in a very long time. Black Widow opened in more theaters than any other solo feature, I believe. Almost as many theaters as Civil War and Endgame. It opened, and then it gained theaters in its second week, and yet still underperformed. The next film is going to have some difficulties. Going to be Jungle Cruise.
Does that come out before Eternals?
Oh, yeah, right? It comes out next week or the end of next weekend, not this weekend.
Haven't been keeping up with it.
Or maybe it's this weekend. No, it's this weekend. It comes out this weekend. So the end of the line or run for Black Widow is this weekend because it'll be the last time there won't be something to compete with it.
Yeah, I've read an article, or I didn't read, I saw a headline that Black Widow's coming sooner than expected to Blu-ray and on demand and everything. Weird.
Yeah, no, you're right, Wookie. It's not propaganda. Sure. Propaganda isn't entertaining. You're right. We'll have to see. Hidden Figures is a good one, and based on the book and on a true story. Very good. I will write that down. Dark Fate has balls. Well, kind of. Maisel's not bad, guys. I really enjoyed the property. It was well done. Mackenzie Davis. Yes, that's the chick I was talking about from Halt and Catch Fire. It's pretty hot. How many people love Bugs Bunny cartoons when they were shilling war bonds? Not many, I'd guess. Well, I loved Bugs Bunny cartoons, but at times they did shill. So did Donald Duck. I mean, they were all shilling that stuff. Deep Cover is awesome. 187 on an MF for Cop.
Now, 187 was a better movie. With Samuel L. Jackson. He plays the teacher, gets stabbed a whole bunch, and he comes back to teach, and then he takes revenge.
I don't know. Kai MFS says, hey.
187 is legit.
Vader's like, it was great, but dark as hell. But Mad speaks the truth. Wow, yep. Mad, you're getting a lot of props today. People are starting to like you. I don't know what happened.
Well, I think it's like reluctantly though, like there's a lot of like, oh, now I feel dirty for
yeah, you can actually find some pretty decent story driven properties on this particular website, guys.
Talking Cap.
I think it probably is over there. You can see that house multiple times anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure
from the Talking Cat film. I'm still not sold on the kids fully. Need to see the dynamic. Wasn't a Stranger Things fan really. Yeah, and that's the crack against it right now. It feels very Stranger Thingsy, but I think it's going to put those kids in a great situation for the next film. I think this is going to put it in a position for a sequel if it does good.
It's rare for me to like a movie with kids in it, but it happens.
Totally not on subject, but the Disney Store Online has free shipping today. I'm ordering my Miss Minutes pin. Awesome. That'll be fun. Very good for you. MCU, absolutely. Dr. Girlfriend has the best voice for that. Not sure what that refers to. Janine should have led the 2026 Ghostbusters, but I think that means 2016 Ghostbusters, but they wanted to be first, so they ignored the original and milked it for Easter eggs, and it flopped. Yes, 2016, that's what I thought. Real talented storytellers are afraid now to create. They have the mob to consider. No, don't consider them at all. Just write. Write and make. Eventually, when you're successful, you just keep writing and making. And if somebody says they want to control you with their money, don't make the project.
What were the last 3 Marvel movies?
Well,
Black Widow, the Spider-Man,
Captain Marvel.
That's not the last 3.
Endgame was the last film.
Oh, are we not talking about the films that have come out after Endgame?
What came out after Endgame?
Spider-Man: Far From Home, Black Widow.
Okay, both sucked rocks.
Yeah.
So Civil War?
Yeah, I
no,
guess.
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. It was Captain Marvel, Endgame, Spider-Man sucking rocks.
Yes, and then Black Widow. Really looking forward to that Hawkeye show, though. Like, he's always been one of my favorite characters and very underused.
You're gonna hate it so much.
Could you imagine if they sidelined him?
Oh, dude, it's going to be this. That will be the that's going to be the He-Man or the Masters of the Universe version.
Oh yeah.
By the way, saying Mads had a point made me feel dirty and sad.
So this we read this is the one we're gonna read like in full, but the one is like actually Matt has a point. We're just gonna ignore whatever.
I also feel dirty. Yes, awesome one. I understand. Yep. Black Widow had no legs at all. Brutal, like a 70% drop or something. Yep. It was worse than that. If you look at it over the scale, if they hadn't released the Disney Plus numbers for the one opening weekend, notice they didn't do it again. And they probably never will unless they artificially need to make Jungle Cruise look good. That's maybe that'll be their practice. We're only going to release the first weekend.
Do you think they would do that though? Because wouldn't that actually reflect like poorly on Black Widow? Go
ahead, keep going.
So if they do release the Jungle Cruise, whatever the heck they call their thing on Disney Plus, and those numbers just like, outshine Black Widow, like retroactively kind of like, ooh, what happened with Black Widow really didn't do good at all. Like, you think they would do that?
It will be measured. If the numbers come in more than 60 million for Jungle Cruise on D Plus, somebody's going to have to make a calculated decision.
Yeah, but are they going to tell us though? Yeah,
we'll see. It won't matter. If they don't, it's going to look like they're hiding something that won't look favorable. You're going to start to have retail investors go, you're already overvalued by the factor of 50%. At least your stock values is 50% higher than it should be. It's probably more than that now. And you're gonna have the retail investors like rethinking their strategy when it comes to Disney, especially since the subscriber numbers have fallen off a cliff. As far as
they really painted themselves in this corner now, right? Because if they don't release it, it looks bad for the Jungle Cruise movie.
And if they do,
it could look bad for Black Widow,
or the Jungle Cruise movie. Think about it. If they release it and the Jungle Cruise movie does 20 million on Disney Plus, it's going to show that our family, good time film is not the best in the planet.
They really don't have a
reveal
play.
Some more information about The Rock, right? But Eternals looks like soulless pandering trash. That's probably true.
Oh,
Old is supposed to be very good. It's supposed to be very good. Yeah, that's the M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong thing. Yeah, they go to the beach and age like in a day to like dead.
You know what I just watched? My girlfriend really wanted me to praise this movie at some point. Was my wife's the hitman's wife's bodyguard.
Yeah,
it was awesome. We had a great time. We thought it was hilarious.
Hey, by the way, Selma, dang,
yeah, she was on fire too. Like, she really brought, like, the movie was funny. If you like the first one, you're gonna love it. It's really good. Because we were reading the reviews afterwards. Oh man, people did not care for their antics.
Yeah. Black Widow just fell off a cliff. Yep, excellent. Very punny. Black Widow is coming sooner than expected. You're welcome. Thank you, Marby Dog. Wow. Yeah, Hidden Figures, the Women of NASA. I heard of the thing. I need to see it. When Sporking roasted Mad grew the F up. Well,
when did Sporking ever roast me?
I don't know.
I run circles around that guy.
If all we're going to have left is Prawn Hub, I don't know how I feel about that. Turn the sound off. Sorry. Oh, you mean for them? Yeah, maybe. Not one dime for Disney, says Larry. Full episodes of Cowboy Bebop on the Hub, not a parody. I believe that. If you want to get things, sometimes stuff shows up there, and it's not, the skin things that some people go looking for. That's what I've heard. Loki show had enough material for a 2-hour movie. They could cut it down to 90 minutes easy, and that's a discussion I'd like to have someday.
It still wouldn't have been good.
Yeah. Oh, really? You should upload your memes there. At least they'll be protected. Yep. Kate Bishop, here we come. Thank you, Monkey Jeebus. I'm trying not to talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
What is this monstrosity covering Culture's hair? It's just my
Right?
Star Wars hat. Guys, you want me to go get a different hat?
Yes. While you do that, I'll tell everybody. I just watched Alien versus Predator for the first time this year.
So you want to tell everybody your story about getting burned up?
Nope. See,
No.
I never bring that up. You always do. But all right, listen. So this is what happened. When I was in Ocean at Fort Knox, right? The Alien versus Predator was showing. We weren't going to have, but we were getting ready to leave the field. We've been out in the field for like, I don't know, like a week, maybe a little bit more. And our drill sergeants, they were talking to each other and they're like, yeah, they pretty good group of guys. I think I'm going to give them a treat and take them to the movie. Right. And they're like, and then the other one, he's so red. And he's like, can they have the popcorn and the sodas? Anyway, so they came to us. They're like, hey, it's up to you guys. If you want to go see a movie, then, we'll go back, clean up, get your uniform looking nice, and we'll take you to go see it. Obviously, we thought this was a trap, but how bad could it be? So, yeah, we decided as a group, as a platoon, yeah, all right, we're going to go through with it, right? So we go back and we all cleaned up and shined our boots and had the clean uniform that we've been saving for, whenever you would need a clean uniform. And, we get in formation. And he marches us down to the movie theater. We're in front of the movie thing. Alien versus Predator. Again, we had not seen it. So I guess we were expecting it to be amazing. Anyway, so we're in formation. And then the drill sergeant has us doing an about face. And across the street from the movie theater is a PT pit. It's like just like the tin roof, right? And sawdust. Just a big pit full of sawdust. And so he marched us into the pit. Well, we did up, down, goes for the entire length of the movie. Thank God it was like an hour and a half movie. It was like 90 minutes. But yeah, so for the entire showing of the movie, we did up, down, goes. There was no reason for this. We didn't do anything wrong. They just came up with a funny bit that they wanted to try out on us. And that is why I had refused to see Alien v Predator until now. I thought he'd be back by now. Whatever. Oh, 05? Wait down. Dude, I was there 04. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I missed, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, so now I have a Beatles hat. Is this better? This is actually a legitimate Beatles hat from the UK. All right, what do we got? I wish the Moon Knight series was coming next instead of the ones for Hawkeye and She-Hulk. Me too, Tina, because I think that would be great. Laura Legends gives a perfect review for MOTU Revelations. Interesting. MASH is great. Great show.
I hear good things.
Larry says Jungle Cruise won't get near half. I think you're probably right. And that's actually where the projections have settled in. I have never seen projections get settled in with such low expectations as I have with Jungle Cruise, as I about knock my water into my keyboard. I'm thinking if it comes in at 30 million domestically, they're going to jump up and down. So
what's on your hat?
This is the Beatles.
Okay.
To touch on this Predator thing one last time, my grandmother was full-blooded Native. Awesome. While she could hit me with a shoe from a mile away, she would lose this fight. Native doesn't equal magical. Well, look, we'll just have to see what happens. They'll gender swap Klinger. They will. That would suck. It was a pretty good movie. Yeah, I agree with that.
Enjoyed it a lot.
Want to watch a good movie across the board? Riders of Justice with Mads Mikkelsen. Awesome.
Yeah, I brought that up before. I always forget the name. Riders of Justice. You got to read subtitles. But yeah, it was a lot of it was a really good movie.
Ancient One says it was last dump when you got set straight.
Need a timestamp.
Yeah, I think Latino's Slant didn't enjoy his time on the dump.
I can agree with that.
It can be rough. They don't really patrol prawn from copyright, just underage stuff. Well, there you are. Terminus S says, hail Culture and Mad Martigan. Hail to you, Terminus S. Loved your funnies last night on Midnight's Edge After Dark. It was excellent. Yes, I have a newfound interest in Prawn Hub. Well, there you go. It's a completely different reason that most people used to go there for, but yeah, there's stuff on there. There's some other outlets. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to get into it. Wrong place to be. We did lose the amazing bass guitarist, Dusty of ZZ Top today, which kind of was heartbreaking to me. As you know, Paul is dead. Yeah. Revolution number 9. Let's see. Matt G's in the house. Says one more like to 50. Guys, please. We desperately need as many likes as we can get. We need this show to grow.
I'm cool with how many we get. I'm just happy everyone's here.
Noble Arrow. Matt's is thinking now, what is Beatles? That's probably
I know Beatles. No, I know Zach. Like Zach's dad, Ringo. I used to play Ghost Recon.
Oh, that's right. Zach. I forgot. Yeah, you have this weird connection with somebody who's not really famous. I got it. Abbey Road.
He's the drummer for The Who. That's pretty and he toured with Oasis in the 90s. It's pretty famous.
Yeah. The hat, the Larry says it's Abbey Road. It's from the cover of Abbey Road. Then when they're in the crosswalk, walking across.
I don't know who Abby is. I've never heard of her.
Abbey Road. Abbey Road in the UK.
Oh, like I pay attention to anything over there.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I know the image too. Like I didn't know it at first. Like I thought it was the evolution thing. You know what I mean? Like you have like the guy, like the ape, then like to man.
Yeah, Kai, sometimes I'm not allowed to be mean to Matt.
Hasn't stopped you today.
What are you talking about? I've let a lot slide today. There's plenty of opportunities here and there. Let's see. That's a line of people walking out of woke movies on culture. Yeah. That too. No, the Doors are the most overrated band, dude. Don't hurt my Doors, man. I was one of the guys that I looked like when I was on stage and would take my shirt off and stuff singing in my band. That's the dude that I looked like the most.
They haven't been the same since Val Kilmer left band.
I know. It was terrible. Culture spanks mad for 3 hours on Prawn Hub. Well, I don't know. Is somebody uploading our content?
Is there money in this?
Oh, man. $20 is $20, right?
Should we do like a joint fans only?
Oh, man. Wow. I'm uncomfortable with all of these things right now. You guys made me very uncomfortable. The Wake Down sends $2 to say, look up the American Beatles formed in 1964. Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I'm not looking them up.
I'm gonna wait. You know what? Wake Down spent.
Oh, hey, Wake Down. While you're here, sorry, this is important. Culture is really wanting to watch the rest of what's his name? Dang, I keep Dylan Breen, the guy that we just watched.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he has 2 other movies. We got to get those movies for Culture.
There's director commentary or some crap too that he did out there in the world.
Oh no, yeah, where he teaches people how to direct.
Oh, please no. You know what? You're going to read this story while I look up the American Beatles. So
sure.
So start reading.
All right. Well, this is a random one. Star Wars reveals the Jedi. I'm glad that he left it like just with one sentence to read and doesn't scroll down. The Jedi's greatest flaw. Star Wars High Republic books was apparently still a thing that no one ever talks about. And comics are set in a time where the Jedi Order was at its height, but their greatest flaw was still visible. Star Wars has finally revealed the greatest flaw. How many times are they going to repeat? You know, this is people who need a certain amount, like a number of words, so they keep repeating themselves. I guarantee that they're not going to tell us what their greatest flaw is for another 4 paragraphs. When Luke Skywalker first heard of the Jedi, he imagined them as champions of truth and justice. Little by little, though, Luke was disabused of his hero worship, especially when he learned his Jedi father, Anakin Skywalker, became Darth Vader. What? Viewers experience a somewhat similar shock decades later when the prequel trilogy revealed just how flawed the Jedi Order really was. Okay. Lucasfilm's Star Wars: The High Republic transmedia initiative has traveled even further back to a time 200 years before the events of The Phantom Menace, when the Jedi Order was at its height. You've already said that exact thing. This was long before the Shroud of the Dark Side robbed the Jedi the wisdom and insight granted by the Force, and as such, they are performing feats beyond anything seen in the film. So again, the Jedi Order is at their height. The story literally began with the Jedi combining their powers in order to prevent the destruction of an entire solar system. They're at their height. And each book in the ongoing series is introducing new abilities and aspects of the Force. They're at their height. But the latest novel, Justina Ireland's Out of the Shadows, also confirms that even in that time, ordinary citizens could recognize the greatest flaw of the Jedi. How many paragraphs is this? 4?
I don't know. Too many.
One scene and Out of the Shadows. See, they all look ridiculous. Scene sees two characters discuss the Jedi.
I can't do it.
Dude, what's the greatest flaw? We're never going to know now.
I don't care because they were at their height. They were at their height. New powers, but they were at their height. But they were at their height. Oh my god!
No, I'm not going to be able to sleep until I find out what is the greatest flaw.
Oh, craptastic! Go ahead.
Oh, did you bring it back up?
Yeah.
All right.
Read.
Yeah. So two characters discussing the Jedi, reflecting that they don't really care enough about people. What? People make up life. That's true, but the Force doesn't always take into account people. What? It's so much bigger than the small problems of settlers or senators. And sometimes if you're looking at the forest, you miss what is happening in the trees. That's not how the saying even goes. You illiterate.
I can't do it because it's collectivist. It's like that's what this bull crap became, is this wackadoodle do collectivist garbage sauce making craptastic. I can't even say it. I want to say a bunch of curse words. I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so basically the problem is that the Jedi serve the Force and not the people. One, I'm not so sure that the Force is an entity to be served. Is it? Is that how they made it? Did I miss this?
I don't care. Stop.
Dude, you said it was up to me. You're like, oh, I've done so much today. Mad, you got to bring in the articles. I brought in the articles. Brought in the Predator and Jedi. What's better than that? It seems that people are reacting to it.
Oh. Yellow raincoats on Jedis, yes. Pete and Repeat were on a boat ride. Pete fell in, and who was left?
Oh man, that made me think of Pete and Pete, the Nickelodeon show.
I would use the High Republic for toilet paper in an emergency situation. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't have kept it that long. Yeah, I wouldn't hang on to it for that long.
Yeah. Hey, it's the Monkees. Actually, there wasn't a band in '64 called the American Beatles. I looked it up. They appeared on American Bandstand. They did School Days and Mean Woman Blues and some other stuff. I was like, all right, interesting. Thanks, Wake Down, for that bits of trivia. Have I heard any rumblings about what's going on behind the scenes at Lucasfilm? Actually, as soon as I have some corroborated information, I'm going to talk about some things, including some stuff at Marvel as well.
Yep, I've been in contact with my sources there as well. And when Culture drops his knowledge, I will be dropping mine as well.
Okay. You guys are awesome. I love you.
Almost immediately after
just a while. Just like a couple hours afterwards.
Depending if I'm asleep or not. When it gets
dropped. Literally only needed a paragraph. 100% true. 100% true. And Larry says the truth. F Disney Star Wars.
Wait, right. It was almost like they were playing the meow game, but with readers. Like, how many times can you describe them being at their height?
At their height?
Yeah, before people just give up on your article.
At their height. All right.
If it ended with they were at their height, it would have been perfect. I would have forgave them for everything.
You are very much too forgiving. Here, wait. Now, okay, so this is I'm going to Miami hat. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
That is actually the best have you put on yet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let him keep going. No. No. Masculinity is the only flaw. I summed it up. Thank you, Forbidden Ruin. That's actually what it was.
I'm shocked that they didn't go that way. Yeah, but they did with Anakin because that's why he fell.
The article is the greatest flaw. Also true. Yeah. Star Wars ended at Revenge of the Sith. It did.
Right.
So it's Jedi activists. Yes, Mr. Fat Steven, you're 100% right. But by the way, guys, Fat Steven's been working his butt off lately. If you want to see some gaming and some fun stuff and, some great conversations, he's everywhere too. He's on a bunch of panels, plus, hanging out regularly over there with Lorena as co-host and producer of those shows. So do check him out. He's a good dude. I think that's silly. That didn't care about people. I think you can consider the Jedi libertarians. I think you can. The greatest flaw is people.
Yeah.
Irony in that idea. Yeah. Well, the greatest flaw in the High Republic is the people riding it. So there you go. Jacktivists? No. How about joketivists? There are joke. Nobody reads the High Republic. That's an accurate statement. Kind of like, yeah. Disney is forced blasphemy. Bottom line, 100%. Better than one-hit wonders like Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray had like 3 top 20s.
Multiple hits.
Burn it all. The High Repugnant doesn't sell a lot. Doesn't sell at all.
I forgot it existed.
Culture, you need to cuddle Bear Dog to be happy. That's probably true, but you know what you don't do? Wake up a sleeping dog. The Force is what gives a Jedi his power. It's the energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together.
And it's also an entity that is worshipped.
It's Impossible, guys. Check out TP all over the place. Got good stuff going on. Tim Possible in the chat. What's up, Tim? We got, I remember Pete and Pete, the terrible striped shirts. Yes.
Pete and Pete, man, great show. Love that intro. Like the song. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
Behind the scenes at Lucasfilm, they found more soy. Yes, they did. It's called the High Repugnant. Obi-Wan was a dirty liar, though. Medium liar.
Well, from a certain.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you were to dive into the philosophy of the statements that Vader killed his father, there could be an argument made for that he killed himself essentially, or killed off the good in himself.
Yeah, but it really helped when he got his legs and arm chopped off.
Yeah, it looked a little rough, right? And then he just like left him there to like be like all like chilling.
Oh, that's one of my favorite moments. He just swipes the lightsaber like, oh nope, take that with me. So good.
They literally needed no space on anything. Yeah. This literally needed no space. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's stuff we read that I'm like going, why did we even bother? Star Wars in the Heights released the McCracken.
Oh, man. That's interesting.
Welcome to Geriatric Park. Yeah, very good.
I think that's a shot at your hat.
Yeah, I don't care. Culture be pimping. That's what. Still looks like Cuddles is hiding a cone head. I'm not. I have long hair, dude.
Right. That covers up the cone head.
Shut up.
I didn't say it. They said it.
Culture, I'd like a Cuban sandwich and some vinegar fries. So would I. Woohoo. Oh, Miami.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, Sam? The McCabe's are here. Well, guys, check out their joint channel. They have been making stuff. They've been making videos. Check them out. Writers are the best creators, in my opinion.
It shocks me how long it took these two to figure out, hey, mate, maybe we should put our channel together. That was a really bad I do a New Zealand accent, not an Australian accent.
And I can tell. I can tell. The Old Republic is better than all of the High Republic, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
The Knights of the Old Republic was so good.
It was the only turn-based game I ever enjoyed. Yeah, I do not like turn-based.
I do. I like them a lot. You know that, though. Tim Possible says, they fly now? They fly now. That's right. They're repugnant. Yes. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Casino has an isosceles head. Isosceles triangle. Don't know. iCarly is getting a reboot, and now Miranda Cosgrove is legal age, so I don't have to feel weird.
That comment made me feel weird.
Uncomfortable right now. Yeah. Do check out my memberships, though. Thank you for that. Gee. Sam. Wow, Sam says, Mad Martigan, I bow to you superior wisdom. See?
Say
he was agreeing with
that Australian accent.
Yeah. You need to get something checked on your computer because every once in a while your camera just freezes.
Whatever.
Powered USB hub. Reboot equals refrain from watching. That's very true, Brutal Morningwood. 1000%, my friend. When listening to someone talk Star Wars, Star Trek, or Dr. Karen, I suddenly get the urge to riot very, very violently. Well, hey, I would say, turn that inward and let it, fester. And if things go the wrong direction in a year, there's another event coming up in a year that, can flip the script on some of this garbage-tasticness. I'd say free the beast at that point. Keep the sawdust, not the accents. There you go. That's a true Texas.
Haven't heard my New Zealand Batman yet.
Mission accomplished. Thank you, Wook. I love Wook. So good.
What time is the dump?
Oh, we're coming up on it. Holy crap. I keep forgetting. Guys, in less than an hour now, in 45 minutes, actually, we're going to be hanging out over there with our boy Scott at Sporking News Podcast for The Dump. I hope you guys can join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We have a guest. There's a guest.
Who?
I don't know. There's supposedly a guest.
How do you know there's a guest, but you don't know who?
Sometimes I don't remember.
I feel like you're hiding something from us.
Okay. I didn't remember that Gary was going to be on. He was going to be on the last time. He was on. I didn't say he was coming on again. I just said I didn't remember that. Ryan was on the last time, actually, most recently, I think. So he's about to have a baby. Did you know that? I mean, not him, but his wife. No, Scott.
Yeah, that's why he's not doing his AOC, whatever it's called, show on Mondays.
A Song of Ice and Fire, streamed by
the one.
The one with the longest name possible. I don't know why. He's got like a 2-week long name. I'm like, dude, like rebrand or something. So he shortened it. He made it a bunch of letters. AIOSF or whatever. I don't know. It's like International Olympic Committee or something. I have no idea, but it's crazy. So we definitely need to do that. I do want to say that if we were talking about great things going forward, Protege, going to be great. I think Green Knight will be good. That's this weekend.
I don't know. I'm curious. Yeah, because like every time like we see a clip or a trailer, we understand less of it.
Oh, it's an Arturian tale. You already should know it.
Yeah, but okay.
I thought
what was it? I watched something the other day that I forgot what it was that I understood less when I started, than when I started. I can't remember.
Speaking of Ryan Reynolds, Free Guy is about to come out as well, and I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm a big Taika Waititi fan. I love like almost all of his stuff. All of
Taika Waititi.
You're not pronouncing it correctly.
Taika Waititi.
I keep saying it slow, but you're saying it wrong. I'm serious. I think it's Taika Waititi. I think that's how you pronounce it.
No.
Okay.
You're getting timed out on Sports Channel. I doubt
I'll
if
take
it's
care of it.
anything. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I needed to spread this information, guys. I'm about to tell Mad something he didn't know.
Okay.
One of the best moderators on the planet. His name is Eric K.
Yeah, I know Eric K.
He wasn't able to say anything in the chat the other day. I think somehow he may have accidentally got blocked on your channel. So you need to look at your channel, see who's blocked, and unblock them.
Okay.
Because that happens a lot. People get accidentally bumped and they don't come back. So
I'll go check it out. By the way, Infinite was the movie where I understood less when it was over than when it started, with Mark Wahlberg. Oh man, was it crazy, in not a good way.
Wait a minute. Awesome one. You really think that's what the theme of this is? I hope
It could be. I saw a lot of trees.
Oh, wow. Suicide Squad screenings were sold out here. Cool. Monkey Jeebus, I need to know if you get any feedback on that, what that looks like, because I have no positive expectations for the film.
Yeah, I saw something earlier said like it's the emotional and like exciting movie DC is needed. And I'm like, that's a weird. Guys, I feel like we're all saying the same thing here.
Taco Wapiti, yes.
Except for Brutal Mind. I don't think that one's wrong. I think that was wrong.
Taiko Watiki, okay. Taco M Titties, okay. I thought he said Kaka Wakiki. Well, maybe that's true. He blocked himself. Maybe he did. Tampon Wasabi? I don't know about that. That doesn't sound right. Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, like Captain Marvel was sold out. Don't know. Cuddles hat looks like it's from Polly's collection. Now I've got a bunch of these hats too. I've got a very nice fedora from the day, way back in the day. So, by the way, I have a picture of me touching.
That sounds
3PO's fedora. Just saying.
Did you hear me?
What?
I said that sounds real gay. The gay. You said the F word earlier.
I did, but I didn't. Okay. Speaking of new things, this September, a new series premieres on NBC. Ordinary Joe. The graduation day scenes in the trailer on the first episode were filmed at my alma mater, where I also currently teach. Cool, huh. Tina, we'll have to check it out.
Wasn't there a Ordinary Joe reality show on Fox where like people were trying to
average Joe?
Average Joe, that was it.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it was the Joe Schmo show.
No,
wasn't it?
Maybe. I don't think it was Joe Schmo show.
I think it was the Joe Schmo show. It was amazing. It was all them with him as like the only guy that didn't know what was happening around him. So
no, I thought it was the one where like he was like he had a lot of money, but they didn't tell the women.
Oh, that I don't know about.
He was just like an average guy. I don't know. There was a few.
But the Joe Schmo show was a fake reality show where it was just centered around this one guy, and he was going to win no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? It was so good. I loved it.
There were so many.
Taco Patootie.
Are we still going with this?
Kaito Woke Titty. Taco Wasabi. Threesome Horn Dog. Yes, that's
that one does.
Those pictures.
Oh, yeah. That made me like them more.
Everywhere. Excellent. I couldn't get tickets sold out.
I think people are really excited for this Suicide Squad.
They still had in Vegas, so I forwarded to a friend. All right, I just want to hear. Tatanka Wamami. Okay. Joe Millionaire, that's what it was, Monkey Jeebus. That's this show he's talking about.
Yeah, that's the show I was talking about. I know the one you're talking about, too.
Yeah, it was really good. What about Earl Chuck? Oh, that's actually a good show.
By the way, did you know Jason Lee apparently is like a Scientologist?
No, I do. But would it surprise me? Yeah.
Nope.
Holy crap. Look, man. I had to run for a bit, and y'all are still going. Nice. Well, thank you. Actually, we're going to wind down because we need to get a break before we do Scott's The Dump Show, which you better go to. So, Tika Wakiki. There you go. Like Tika chicken tikka.
Yeah. Tika Wakiki.
Finally, Culture found a hat I like. Well, thank you, the Woke Down. What happened to Bob Odenkirk? Something terrible.
No idea.
He collapsed.
Oh, yeah.
While filming the
What
final
about
season or part of the final season.
Better Call Saul?
Better Call Saul. Yeah. As of this morning, I hadn't heard anything. Give me a few seconds, and I'll see if there's any update on that. We did lose one of the greatest bass players ever today for a 3-piece Texas band known as ZZ Top. So, still no word. Still no word. Vanity Fair updated their article 3 hours ago. He's hospitalized.
And also, whatever her name is from Batwoman, she got denied access to ERs like 3 or 4 times because of something to do with the surgery. That I talked about earlier. Is he frozen?
No, I'm reading.
Oh,
there is no update as of 3 hours ago. I'm not finding anything. I just hope he's okay. I didn't find any updated news, guys. I'm sorry. Wish I could. He's such a good guy, great actor. I loved him. Still love him.
I loved him in No Activity too. He was in the first season of that.
He is so good. He is so good. Tonka Toy Tay. Yes. So is Pixar the only truly creative bone in Disney's body as of now? No. They got rid of their creative bone when they got rid of John Lasseter. Now they have the remnants of good ideas with a few people that have marginal amounts of talent. But pretty soon that'll fade into oblivion as well. Monkey Jeebus says, Jason Lee and his wife tried to get me to join because they said I smoked too much weed. Well,
say what you will, but that Zemu, man, he sure does keep his people looking young. I mean, Tom Cruise, my goodness.
Well, he's got discounts for you on plastic surgery.
I'd hop on an e-meter. Look that young.
You get a lot of discounts. Nobody did look great. That is very true.
Yeah, it was good.
Or did the boss? I think probably the boss. I can't claim this is my hat. I mean, the hat that I picked out. Let's put it that way. All the assholes on that 70s show were Scientology, except for Ashton Kutcher, I believe. You
think they have like deals on Groupon? Like you think they have coupons to jump a couple of OT levels in Scientology?
I don't know.
No, like a 2-for-1 coupon.
I don't know, but you know what? You probably should reach out to Leia Remini before you decide to do that, and she might be able to give you some guidance.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time looking into all that and into L. Ron Hubbard, who has the Guinness Book of World Records for most books written.
Yeah, Crowder went down again today too. He's had weird stuff going on with his health over the last few months. It's insane.
Because he had that surgery.
Yeah, he's been having weird crap going on in his life. Very concerned with him. Yeah, he seems like one of the last good people left in Hollywood. There are still some. It's very badass. You should see it. We don't know any of these people. If The Truth About Hollywood came out, we'd be very disappointed in a lot of the people we thought we knew, except for Kurt Russell.
Yep.
And probably Magnum PI. I always forget his name. Hunky Mustache Man.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
No. Did you do that on purpose?
No. Oh, that was Hawaii 5-0? You talking about the one that was supposed to be Bond?
Magnum PI.
Yeah, he was supposed to be James Bond.
No.
But then, like, at the last minute...
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He was supposed to be James Bond, and at the last minute, they renewed his Magnum PI show, so he couldn't be James Bond. He was, like, about to leave his house. This is a true story. He was about to leave his house to announce that he's the new James Bond.
Tom Selleck, they would never have Tom Selleck as James Bond. He's not Brit.
I'm just telling you what happened.
Well,
this is a real story.
Okay. All right.
Oh, never mind. It was Indiana Jones. That makes more sense. You know what, Culture? I was just thinking they wouldn't let him be the James Bond because they only have British guys.
Anyway, I don't think Mila was a Scientologist. No, she wasn't. She wasn't even supposed to be there. You're 100% right. She actually was too young to even be there at all. It was insane. There were like 2 instances in Hollywood where people got into jobs that they absolutely didn't belong being in. That was one of them. The other one was the kid that played Turtle in Entourage for HBO's.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he was way too young to do it.
Was he? He looks like he's 47 years old.
No, dude, he's a puppy on that set.
Oh,
He wasn't even legal to drive. He was the driver for them. He wasn't even legal to drive when that show started.
Did not know that.
Yep. I kid you not. Tina, thank you for the good news. Odenkirk's son, Nate, just tweeted moments ago that his dad will be okay. Perfect. Thank you. Fudge. Yeah. See, everybody knew Tom Selleck except for you, knucklehead. Look at it.
You didn't know. I was the one that came up with it.
Tom Selleck.
I even knew the Indiana Jones trivia.
I think Kurt Russell's Disney's illegitimate son. It is very, very possible. One of the weird things about the relationship there is Kurt Russell. If you get in touch with anybody that is ever a child actor that went through Disney that had contact with Kurt Russell, he protected those kids. He protected people because he grew up in Hollywood. He was a young person in Hollywood. I mean, he grew up in film and television through the Disney company, and he protected people from what he saw was bad. Lots and lots of bad. There are a lot of great stories about Kurt Russell. I have a great admiration for him and his ability and talent and everything else.
There's a great documentary about him and his dad and the baseball team, the Battered Bastards of forgot. It was a minor league baseball team that they were a part that I think the dad owned, and Kurt Russell, he played on the team.
Yep.
And it's a great documentary.
Burt Reynolds was the bandit. That's true. Mr. Baseball. He was so good in Mr. Baseball.
I had that on my list.
Tom Selleck is a professional baseball player. He gets sent to Japan. It is so good.
I like the Bad News Bears in Japan. That was a good one too.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan was supposed to be Bond, not Bond. Then he came back to being Bond. That's a weird thing, man. They put Timothy Dalton in there, who I thought was terrible. Yeah, a lot of people enjoy Mad's unknowledge. Yes.
That's a unique way of describing it, but yeah, I'll take it.
Martigan. Well, thank you, Theme Park Casual. I appreciate that. Culture. So is Pixar gone pretty woke now? Yes.
Who's George Lazenby?
He was the baddest Bond. He only was in one film. He was in On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and it was the one time that Bond got married before, obviously, the current Jason Bourne version of Bond. But
did you know he was Australian? Did you know that?
I know he was the coolest Bond aside from Sean Connery ever.
Weird, because earlier you're like, he wasn't English. They would never make a Bond be anyone but English. But yeah, there was this Australian guy I gets thought of randomly in my James Bond knowledge that I have.
So if I actually find that he's not Australian, that's going to look bad on you.
You can look it up.
Oh my God. Somebody help me. I'm trapped with Mad Martigan on my show. Martigan was Pierce Brosnan, not Tom Selleck, and whoever the other jackass you mentioned. Yeah, Indiana Jones, High Roads to China. Yeah, it was kind of Sandra Hammerslag. That was kind of an odd film, to say the least. Macaulay Culkin says some old Hollywood dude implied that he was wearing shoes made out of the girl from Poltergeist. Holy cow!
What? That is the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
You know what, Jay Ullman? It would be so hard to go back in time to unfuzzle anything that was done there. I don't know that you could, but that would be amazing.
I think him and his dad were really close, though. Like, you don't want to.
Yeah. Dennis Haysbert is also in Mr. Baseball. Yes, it's true. Tim Dalton is my favorite Bond. Well, Saint Ravage, a lot of people like him. was an adult guy. It's okay. The Hollywood Reporter tweeted that Ogre suffered a heart attack. Thank you. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Stocks and Bond, my favorite. Bond was married and widowed in that movie. 100%. Yeah, on the way from his wedding. Oh my God. Talk about a tearjerker. Such a great story. One of the best.
Love and that. He's Australian.
To Diana Rigg, if memory serves. Yeah. Lazenby, born in New South Wales, Australia. Thank you, Jay Ullman.
Boom.
You knew something. Write it down, guys. Yep. It happens occasionally. Not often. Yep. George sold his talents as an actor to the director. He did a great job. Dalton wasn't the worst Bond. This is fun. I love to talk about Bond so much, in fact, that I created this. Anyway, I love James Bond. Can you tell?
A View to Kill was my favorite.
With Roger Moore.
Yeah, and Christopher Walken.
Yeah, and Duran Duran did the soundtrack and the title song. And Grace Jones was in that one, which was awesome. She, by the way, badass female, totally believable. Grace Jones.
Moonraker, too. I like the pew pew in the space.
Jaws was in that.
Mm-hmm. I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of James Bond movies.
Oh, all right. Well, anyway, 29 of you here. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you all very, 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 very much. I'm doing that for Keely Chow's benefit. And needs more guitar twang. Boom, ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, Goldfinger. I love that. Oh, yeah. If memory served, George talked his way into Broccoli's office, and he liked his ability to do that and hired him. Well, there you go. Yeah. And then he talked his way out of the job because he told Broccoli to F himself after the film. Dr. No with Ursula Andress. That's right. She didn't speak a lick of English. Not one word. I've always had a soft spot for Man with the Golden Gun. R.I.P. Christopher Lee. Yes, it was great. The Man with the Golden Gun. Man, I have them all. That's why if this next one is super suck, I'm going to hate everybody. Diamonds are forever. Yeah, I love it. Gosh, you guys, this is easy to get me to talking about Bond. Wow, we are totally out of what we were going to talk about, and we have a show we have to get to. So,
by the way,
yeah,
did you know in the High Republic, the Jedi were at their height?
Would you just tell people what you're doing?
Yeah. Let's see. We got next month we are going to be doing a fantasy football league.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Very excited for that. We have two English people who they don't know anything about American football, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure it's going to be a complete train wreck, like what most things are on our channel. We just finished up watching a Faithful Findings today, and it was, I almost cried. It was one of the best movies we've seen. We're going to watch his trilogy, Dylan Breen.
I have to actually look this up. So thank you for these, Tina. I appreciate that. You know, I read a boatload, but anything else you want to? I'm looking forward to the football thing. I won't be the football. I'll just numbers. fine. I usually do better. So easy. I mean, I'm just going to take the whole Tampa Bay team and just be again this.
I'm taking the Cowboys.
Well, finish last. I heart women who don't speak a word of English. Very good. How many of your players are going to take a knee? Well, a lot of them. And Mad Martigan is at his height. That's pretty true. Crying sounds fun. Yes, it kind of does. Speaking of which, we're going to get out of here. Go check out Scott's channel here just shortly. Check out the dump. It'll be a lot of fun tonight. I have a feeling I will not be wearing a hat. No, I might still be wearing a hat. Maybe not this hat. But I need to take care of the dog, get a drink, and I don't know, make something productive for the next 20 minutes. We love y'all. We appreciate you all. Please subscribe to Mad Martigan, guys. He is a real person and not the cartoon figure that he plays on his channel. And beyond that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye.